Music feels a little loud. Is the music loud? Oh, I guess you can't. I can't hear the music on the stream, and I can hear myself, so I'm not worried. How's everybody doing? Just having a party? I'm having a party. Oh, the doggos left. Guess I'll have to turn off the doggo cam until they come back. And doggos left. So... let's get this sucker done the right way. I haven't given up on... I haven't given up on Docker, actually. Oh, this isn't the one I want. This is a Postgres extension for DuckDB, which is not what I want. I want the Postgres, the DuckDB plugin for Postgres. Where'd it go? There it is. It's this one, right? A Postgres extension for DuckDB. What? That's... Not C++, let's put it that way. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, so this is PG DuckDB. This is what I wanted. Okay. So exactly what I wanted. This is where we had issues yesterday. So we need Postgres 16 or 17, Ubuntu or Mac OS, build tools for Postgres extensions, and tools for building that. So what is a standard set of build tools for Postgres extensions? That seems a little bit... If you're thinking about distributing your Postgres extension modules, setting up a portable build system for them can be fairly difficult. Therefore, Postgres SQL installation provides a build infrastructure for the extension called PG XS, so that simple extension modules can be built simply against an already installed server. Okay. So we need PGXS. Okay, so Postgres 17 release candidate 1. Okay. So I decided Postgres official image. PGX in a Docker container. That's the thing. So I want to use this Postgres 16 or Postgres latest as my builder. That's my thought. Oh, we should should this go here? Oh yeah, there's the Duck CD. This is exactly what I needed. So we're gonna make a Docker container here. Right, this is how you make Docker containers. Okay, so let's double check. This one, I need... Not Alpine. Hi, Mihai. How are you doing? Are you having a happy Friday? Oh, my family is going to be texting me the whole day. All day and all night. I don't know what's up with my green screen, so it's probably my lights. Let me see if I can adjust the lights. Oh, well, congratulations to your friend on their graduation. Look at that. There we go. We fixed that green screen issue. Yeah, you should definitely get some sleep. This one, this latest, is that running? Oh, it's on Debian. Ubuntu is Debian, right? But Debian is not Ubuntu? I need to run this on Ubuntu. Because... yeah. That's what it says to do. It should be fine. I think it's the same. I think we can just run it on Debian and it'll be fine. Yes. We should get that. Something like that. I know. I was like, it feels a little bit odd. These docs, here's my issue, is I want to use this. I want to use this Postgres plugin, but it says I need to be on macOS or Ubuntu, and I'm kind of cheating already doing it in Docker, but I'm an engineer. If I don't make it hard, what's the point in doing it? What are the tools required to build this? Okay. So we need to add these. Oh, they already have that Y there, so I'll be fine. Exactly! If we're not making it hard, we wouldn't be senior engineers. That's my new philosophy. If you're a senior engineer, then you're a professional at overcomplicating. El Cravo! It can be replaced with at. Bon dia! I didn't understand the difference. How are you doing? Oh, it looks like I can literally just do this. It's just legacy? Well, I only ever use it when I'm in Dockerland. So, I should do Linux more. I just definitely don't. Okay, so it says this is what I need to build it. There. That's good. To build DuckDB, we use a makefile. And here they say we'll just do a make install. And we installed make, right? We have CMake, so yeah, we have make. So that's the builder. This create extension we do after the fact, I believe. So what I think we need to do is we need to run git clone. You're doing a live stream on September 13th. What do I like to watch? I like to watch streams with music. That's me personally. If the stream doesn't have music, I don't like it. I forgot the end. I think DuckDB has to be installed, correct? No, it doesn't. Okay. And then we should just need this. I guess, are you streaming on Twitch or just in general? People tend to like things where they can learn or where you're learning. And then anytime you can make the code run. And definitely things that interest you. Like, if I guess I tend to tune into a stream as long as they're using Go. That's kind of my cheap default. Did they say do a make build? Here, that was what they said to do. Make install is what they said to run. Yeah, Pedro. You have to ask him for Golang project ideas. Sorry. Somebody's commenting. Pay El Cravo. Ooh, I should do that. You're right. Well, that's in the wrong one. Good call, Mihai. Oh, yeah. Pedro's obsessed with Python. Because I didn't tell it that this is a Go channel yet. Oh, Pedro, get over yourself. Oh yeah, DuckDB? I thought they did have a Docker file, though. A way to run DuckDB with Docker. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Oh yeah, this is great. I'm just... Oh, they've gone out of their way. Oh, I'm just saying, look at this Go thing right here. Isn't that nice? And I've used Go Get There. Extensions, gosh, configuration, SQL, client APIs. I guess I haven't run it with Docker. Yeah, with Benthos. Wait, but like, I thought Benthos was... Oh, Benthos. You don't you mean Red Panda Connect? Benthos is so I've seen a lot of people starting to use... starting to use DuckDB in streaming pipelines. Have a good night. Good luck with your stream, Mihai. So like, they'll have it pull off of a Kafka or the other thing, Spark, and then run DuckDB SQL transformations essentially in a container. I don't know how efficient that is, but like it essentially becomes an ephemeral step in a stateless process. So they could then orchestrate it with like a DAX or whatever. Oh. I just saw it on a talk. Let me see if I can... Nah, not this one. But I'm saying, yeah, if you would, if you needed to run SQL queries, this would be a good persistent state. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, it was... Was it here? This was the one I just pulled up, right? Yeah, they do that kind of thing with DBT. Anyway. Oh, instead of Spark to do, yes. So instead of doing Spark transformations, you would do DuckDB. I haven't seen it like formalized, but it was on a. I'm pretty sure it was on a data council talk. Let me see. Will you get over yourself? No. Well, now I want to find it for myself. Was it Jake Thomas who talked about that?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming.
No, you're good. I'll see if I can find it. I'll share it with you and go for Slack. It came up a couple of streams ago too. And I mean, that's essentially what I want to use it for. Is ephemeral data pipelines. What did you send me? I totally hear this. Docker run rm DuckDB working there DuckDB Alpine latest. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I need this part. Thank you. So I think I'm trying to do this exact row right here. This has just got to be a script to make sure it works in where they're just using. I think this script is just them using Docker to make sure it compiles in different environments. So that's super, super nice. So I need that to be here. I don't know if this is actually what it's going to build. But here I want to be able to run PSQL and get in there. So it should have, I don't really need anything else. I should just be able to do not entry point PSQL. I think that should work. And then I should just be able to run this as a Docker command interactively and be at the enter password point. Theoretically. Okay. Oh. It's interactive as I, right? Oh, I forgot the Docker run. Oh, I did it wrong. -T and then period at the end. Pretty sure. Oh gosh. Oh, I should export the Okay, I'm gonna try it without it though. Because I've never used that before, but you're probably right. What did I do? Oh. Oh, right, you saw that. Did you see that? This front end requires, so I do need to disable that front end. Yes. This is, we're just doing configuration too. It's totally fine. Host key couldn't be verified. That's because there probably isn't a host key. I should be able to do it with the HTTP one though, right? They do that before they run the apps, right? Yeah. Is it gonna require a login? Because I'm gonna cry if it does. If not, I'll just have to do, I'll have to clone it locally and copy it in, right? That's the other option. At least we didn't see that front-end message this time. We are installing everything under the sun, but I kind of expect that. Yeah, I could just mount my SSH folder. I didn't even think about that. I don't think about that. Oh my gosh! I didn't get my Echo LS because that wasn't there, so we need a CD into there first. Postgres developer? Oh, yes! Yes! Where was that? I decided I didn't need that, but I think you're right. Where was that? Oh no. Oh, the Postgres devel Docker image? I know what you're saying. I'm just processing in my brain the next step. Yes, it doesn't have the... Really? That's not in the image I already have? Because if it's not in the image I have, then I don't need this. Sorry. Then I shouldn't be doing Postgres latest as builder. I should be doing something else as builder. Like probably the Ubuntu 2004, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me switch that. There we go. Oh my gosh. 2004 was what they said. They said, oh gosh. 2204, okay. What the heck did I just click on? And then PostgreSQL common? Is what you said? Let me just... I trust you 100%. I just like to see the docs too, so that if it breaks... Just, yeah, so when it breaks. I know what's going on. So, I don't know what common is. What is sorry, I'm reading this. PostgreSQL. If the version included in your Ubuntu is not what you wanted, you can do the blah blah blah. This repository to integrate with your normal systems, match and provide automatic updates for supported versions of PostgreSQL. Common is probably the kitchen sink. Yes, it probably is, and I'm gonna do common. I think it's fine. I just am making sure. Like I said, it's mostly just to make sure. Yeah, that would be this. libpqdev, I think, is the smaller one. I'm gonna try common, and then I'm gonna try libpqdev. I just wanted to have the docs just in case something breaks. Because that's usually what happens. Oh, look, and that entry point doesn't even work. Pedro, you have such an... I haven't worked on Pedro. Pedro has an obsession with Python. We need to, let Pedro know what I actually work on. I think it'd be really fun to give Pedro, like, access. Just have, like, straight up a copy of my code in the database. I think that'd be really fun, but we'll get there. You know, Mihai. I went on a rant a while ago about data engineering in Go. And that's literally what you're doing with Bentos. It's just funny because nobody thinks about it. Oh. Okay, what does this say? Pretty much. I mean, data engineering anymore is just picking a tool and plugging stuff through it. And so you're providing the tool. And my argument is, well, if you're going to do data engineering in Go, you're building the tool. Because right now people are people are like, oh, if I can't do it in Python, I should do it in Rust. Like, I should build the tool in Rust and then wrap it in Python. I said, you want to know how to just skip a step, build it in Go, and then you don't have to wrap it in Python. Magic. DuckDB HPP. Yeah, well, okay, so let's try this. Okay, let's not. Pedro, what do you think of Rust? Hey, Rug, how you doing? I don't have any problems with Rust. I just think Rust is hard, and it should be used for hard problems. Data's not as hard of a problem as people think it is. Rug! You weren't on... Pedro, we hacked Pedro last stream. Is that a real book? Oh no, it's been doing dumb links where it's just been doing colons without the backslashes. Oh, and that's my fault because I removed the backslashes. Yeah, Pedro got hacked. Look. They added a... They added a command to Nightbot. This is the command. So I removed the backslash in Pedro. I just did that, and I realized... And I merged it. And now I'm realizing that it's gonna break all of my links. But yeah, we added a couple of... they were able to add commands to Nightbot, because Pedro's a mod. And so, yeah, it was pretty fun. I thought Pedro would be too stupid, but I guess the Llama 3.1 is not stupid enough for that. What the heck is this for? I need to be in tab 4. Oh no, that's not Pedro's rule. That's me literally... I literally trim them out of the strings before I send them to Twitch. Like, I hard-coded that in there because I figured, oh, if nothing else... See? See, now Pedro put the quotes on it. You know, I made it so that there could be no backslashes. Sorry, I need to go look over here. But, see, Pedro didn't even use the quotes. Like, it was without quotes. It just went and did it right. So I'm sure if Pedro would have, if I hadn't omitted backslashes, that would have been a valid command. It's just like an idiot. Pedro doesn't know. You want to see my GitHub? I think it's still in code. Yep, there's Pedro. Pedro's in code. That it? See, look, that's without the slashes, because that's what I did. I didn't even think about the links. I didn't even think about it. So it says... Oh, the broken links? Oh. Yeah. Because I'm an idiot. I just needed to remove preceding slashes. Yeah, I know. After I fix this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I only remove the slash if it's at the beginning. I mean, I could also just, like, trim any commands, right? So, just saying, this is a possible command that can be run, don't print the command. I could... Yeah. So we got this here, test, so it's in source. In source, there's supposed to be some magic file that's not there. But the thing is it's running the make file. Oh, look. I need to install libqdev. Look at that. Wait. Am I building a server-side extension or a client-side extension? What's the difference? What's the difference? DuckDB. Okay, so let me explain my use case. I think I want server-side, not client-side. So... my use case is... I have a script that produces CSV files. And instead of producing CSV files, I want that script to dump them into DuckDB. And then I will have... we have a challenge complete. Oh, thank you for giving me 1,000 points, Rugmat. I didn't think anybody would do that, would even notice that there was a challenge there. So then once they're in there, I want to run my transformations on top of them using either DBT or Dagster or something like that. I just need to... it would be DBT... because I needed to experiment with it. I don't know. I was just seeing if anybody noticed. I need to actually have a real challenge. I also don't understand them. Anyway, so that's my thought. It's something that I would only run once. It's not something that's continuously running. It'd only run every once in a while. But I guess I would only be interacting with it through a client. So that would be a client side. I wouldn't be actually... right? I would only be... because I'm only interacting with... but I'd still be interacting with it through SQL. What is it? Oh, I don't need to read iceberg files. Yeah, I'm just reading in CSV files and then running transformations and queries against them. I'm gonna Google that. Postgres extension server side versus client side. Look at all the fun things I'm learning today. No, it's putas de Pete. Like, anyway. Oh gosh. Whose docs are dumpster fire? DuckDB's or Postgres? Because everybody's docs are a dumpster fire. Okay, no. But I will do... You could either make me do Vim Racer or Monkey Type. Those are the two things that I'll let you do. Monkey Type? I had a, like... I got, like, 90 words a couple days ago. I'm not gonna get it on Twitch because I'm talking. At head as possible, which will of few or have back that group child long see, and it was last week. See, look at that, 48 words per minute, pile of garbage. Ink program, what develop? Oh, OP, give head, oh gosh, person up, general head with which develop runtime group, play, place, last, never like the possible. Oh my gosh! About other after down time here child open also still line each or off this last two keep would work program through like with where increase before not. There we go. That's what this is about, as high as I was getting. 94% and about 60 words per minute. Must, might, need, any. Oh my gosh. Can they not use the letter G? My fingers don't know what to do with it. Also, apparently the letter O and the letter P. Okay, I'll do one more. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that follow. I'm focusing. Who was it? Potesnikrolik. Thanks for following, Potesnikrolik. I've added extensions, I've never created them. Okay, we're doing a client extension. I've decided that that's actually what I want. So I need to install libqdev. Okay. Oh, Pedro. Pedro, no, that's for sure. We sold 10 tickets for my conference today. That's a big deal. That's literally 1/6 of all of our registrations. And probably like 40% of them sold because of like sponsors and speakers and stuff like that. Okay, we had the same problem. Pedro thinks that it's 2023, so Pedro has no clue what DuckDB is. Oh look, it actually worked. For part of it. The in operator is a way to avoid a null pointer exception. source scan, heap reader, C++. Let me check this out. Include DuckDB HPP. Maybe DuckDB needs to be installed? Because I did in the docs. It said... Okay, let's just read this one more time. Build tools that are required to build DuckDB. You'll want to do this. Yeah, okay. That's where I was almost at. Yeah, I do need to have... Okay. You just came to the same conclusion I did. We need to install DuckDB. And you're Mihai with the save. So, okay. So I need to do this step first. And then the other one. Can you have two builders? Because I feel like this needs to be a pre-step. Am I right? Or should I just... Oh, I do need server dev? I did the libqdev instead. Oh, but my hair's gross. Yeah, yes. I guess my comment is... Don't worry about my comment. I'm going to do this. So we have Git, G++. Okay, we've got all that. I agree with this. This makes sense. My fixation on using Docker is gonna kill me. Ooh, Pedro's gonna give you a programming one. Cause Pedro loves programming. See? It's the programming raise one. Let's see what the installation instructions say. Build from source, that's what I want, thank you. Git clone. We've done that. Okay. So I can just do this. Just make, okay. According to them, once I've done this, I should... No, they don't have a build directory. Why does this why does... It says I can just do this, but you say to do the cd build? Okay. Okay. That's straight up what it says to do, right? Why are your dad jokes? Quit the circus? You can always expect me to be coding along with you. I don't get the coding, like... Pedro has a million of the same dad joke. No, I'm gonna do it that way. That's... I'm happy with doing that. I'm just making sure that the DuckDB is the correct entry point. Yeah, they definitely have an expectation that DuckDB is installed. All? Okay, well, I'll think... I have 14 up there right now, so I can do all. I don't like the fact that DuckDB has to be installed for the build, because my long-term goal is to build it without that, but theoretically... I think this is... I think... Not theoretically. I think this is just a temporary step until it, like, becomes a more bona fide extension, kind of like Vector PG, right? Or yeah, it's Vector PG. Because I can just install that anywhere. So... Because kind of my point is I'd rather run... I want to run Postgres, because Postgres is my hammer. My Postgres is my end-all be-all. So... So... I'd rather just not use DuckDB. Mika, the only downside, I guess, and the reason I'm putting my hat back on, Rug. The reason I'm not using DuckDB right now is because I couldn't figure out... Yeah, Go is my hammer. That's the blog. I read that blog post too. I agree. Go is also my hammer. I couldn't get DuckDB to run in a Docker... To build in a No. I couldn't get DuckDB Go to build in a Docker container because it uses cgo, and I always forget to turn the cgo on when I build. So that's honestly the reason why I'm not using it. Is because I'm not using cgo, but I figured if I could get it to run DuckDB on top of Postgres, then I could use a Postgres driver, and I don't need the DuckDB Go driver. That was the longest clone in my life. No, because it's just like SQLite. SQLite's also it requires cgo, so I don't blame them. Exactly, and that's what I want. I want Postgres with a DuckDB extension long term. Like, that would be my ideal state, because then I can just use the Postgres driver for any of my pipeline stuff that I want to do. Well, mostly analytics stuff. Subcommand failed. Oh, I didn't know that there was a czync. I've only ever just used the SQLite 3 one. What did their thing say to do? So ignore you. Okay, just do the ... after. Does this work? Well, I just figured, since SQLite used Seago, that DuckDB would need Seago. Like, that was just kind of my thought process. Yeah, it just says I need to do this command. Is that... I'm gonna try doing that instead of cmake. Where's the make file then? Oh, okay. If I'm gonna do it with just make, sorry. I need this part to be gone. Hey Vitter! What project? I am trying to get some analytics pipes working. So I'm just trying, right now, my project, what I'm doing is I'm trying to build the DuckDB Postgres extension. I'm trying to build it in Docker, because why do it the easy way? This is where it stopped last time. So it's mostly Docker, like... I really want... Who uses... What programming language... Actually, I watched an entire stream of a guy doing game development in Go, and I was like, you're brave. Thank you, Vitter, for following the channel. That's Pedro, our AI bot. Are you doing it with Docker? Did you get it to work with Docker? I don't even have Docker installed. I only use Podman. I've never had a Podman issue. Colima? That's exactly why I don't use Docker, because of Docker Desktop, yes. I don't want to have to worry if the daemon's on. Oh, you use Colima too? I've never heard of it. I only hear about things on podcasts or Slack, so... Okay. So you still use Docker. Like the Docker command. That's nice. That's kind of cool. The build time could the timing is definitely a Podman issue. I have never had any problems. Well, that's not true. The only problem I've had with Podman is Docker Compose, but I don't even like using Docker Compose that much. Mostly because I don't have complex environments I'm trying to replicate locally. And I wouldn't... I don't... Yeah. Why the heck is it hanging out like this? I think my build failed too. Oh, look, it says it right there. Compilation terminated. I just didn't read the whole thing. Failed right there. So it got stuck here. But I already have the issue is I have Docker alias to Podman. So I could do this. And it's still running Podman. I'd have to change my alias. I know that's me being super lazy. It was brew. I could brew install it, right? Oh, well. I have to brew install edit C. Wait, so I need to install the CLI and Docker Compose? Or just Docker Compose? Oh, okay, so I don't... if I wanted to use Docker Compose, I could install that. Gotcha. Okay, let's do finish Kalima. I need to do a... when was the last time I did a brew update on my work computer this week? I don't... Oh, it's already doing that. You're super helpful this stream, me. I thank you for being available. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything from work. I magically became very important at work. Oh my goodness. Do we need it? Does anybody ever cringe when people do stuff at work and you're like, that's a security violation. Like, stop. It's me all the time. Just sitting here like, stop. Just don't even. Oh, almost sorted. I needed to remove the alias. Yeah, there we go. I'm ditching the alias right now. I don't know what's going on. Well, I can tell you, for some reason, my OBS is taking up a lot of memory. That's gotta be why this is running so slowly. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yep. No, it's here. It was failing somewhere. Probably there. No, that's not where it's failing. Oh, that is one of them. Oh my goodness. It's got. I have a Podman thing going up, and it's imploding. I thought. Why is this? Whoa, Pedro! That's a new one. What am I missing? I'm trying to remove the alias, but my ZSH is not loading. Yeah. And all I thought I did was this. Was remove the Docker alias. And now, see, it says... That's what I tried to do, was open a new terminal. Oh, don't do that. Yeah. It won't even open Bash. Oh, it's my ZSH that's broken. But how? It doesn't like... It doesn't... I don't think it likes having Podman and Docker. Yep. That's really... What did I do? What the heck, Hexada? What? I don't understand. That sounds like a bot. I don't get it. Are you saying that my terminal's broken? Can I load just... Oh. SARS Tech ARCs is you're using in your company's software development? I don't know what that is. Yes, I know. And I need to edit them. But I usually edit from the terminal. Unable to resolve your shell environment in a reasonable time. Yeah, I know, because it's being stupid. Open folder. Let's go. Control C and enter in the terminal? There it goes. Oh, it worked. Control C and enter worked. What the heck is it running? That has a Docker. Oh, was it that auto load -u? I bet it was that. What are we doing here? We're trying to get my terminal to not be so stupid. We borked my terminal. And I think I know how I did it. But I should be able to just put this up there, right? NVIM. No, that wasn't it. Well, I just removed it. It shouldn't make a difference. Oh. I don't have any aliases right now. Oh my gosh. It doesn't like having... Just let me try something real quick. Do you want me to run PSEF? DSH. I've never run this. That's fun. Oh, so will this? Oh. Give me a second. Okay, it's hanging. This one. Is it the Podman images -a-q? There's an alias somewhere, look. So this one. Docker RMI, and this is a list all images. But without aliasing Docker to Podman, it breaks. Okay. Colima? That's what it was. So now I need to brew install Docker again. It's just... the Docker socket should still be set to the default. Yeah, it shouldn't be running an alias just to prove that it can. Now this should be building with Colima. Which you got it running, right, with Colima, Mikai? Yes, and the alias had Docker, and it was... Yes. Yeah, I don't know why that's how the alias works, but I guess that's how aliasing works with the... I don't know. Yes, that it had to have been setting it to run. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yep. That's stupid. But I'm glad we fixed that. Thank you for teaching me how to resurrect my broken terminal. That would have been a nightmare. Now I know how to do it. This is why I say, like, I feel like I have a lot of knowledge in various things. Oh, I'll do whatever people tell me to do on the live stream. But I think one of my biggest gaps in knowledge is, like, just generally, like, I would say Unix systems and Linux systems. Because Mac OS has a mouse, right? So I always have a crutch. But, you know, being more familiar with the system itself would be a huge benefit to me. The other thing I was realizing that yesterday is another one of the huge... I've always worked at, generally speaking, smaller companies. And so, how many Google tabs you have open to debug my stuff? Oh no, it failed at the same place. This has got to be... If it failed at the same place using Colima, then it's got to be a Mariah problem. What do you mean, did I start Colima? It said brew services, start Colima. Do I have to do that? Oh. I did not run that, if that was your question. Well, that's what Podman does too. makes sense. But it failed at the same place my Podman one failed. That's what confuses me. Oh, I just needed Kalima start. Oh, yeah, it probably does that. Oh, I didn't have to do that in the background, did I? Oh, I hope I didn't. Oh no, it's counting a percentage. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Oh, it slowed down. Is it better to be cooking with gas or fire? Oh, yeah, it's definitely a reference, right? One of those things. I agree. I just was making a joke about it. Yosemite Sam. No, it's running Podman. It's still running my alias. Why is it running my alias? Podman machine stop. I might need to do that. Just let me make sure that the Podman VM stops. This has actually been a really fun stream. I got apps. It was horrible content. Okay, so I did run the right command. Horrible content-wise, but super amazing for Mariah, like... Oh yeah, no, I think I have some default to Podman somewhere. I know that was like part of the Podman setup. Oh gosh. Oh, and Podman's just broken itself. Okay, let's try this. Can I do... I think it's this that it doesn't like. I don't know. You want to know what does it? Restarting my computer automatically turns off Podman. Isn't that horrible? It really sucks. for cell. I don't know. I don't know what's up. I am going to... There's got to be a way to force stop Podman. So today's going to be a short stream. Sorry about that. But we'll start our quiz, our poll, to see who we should raid. That'll be 10-minute poll. Vote. And let's look up how to force stop Podman. I mean, that's here, right? Oh, maybe I had a failed start. Oh look, something happened. Performing a hard stop. There we go. So now it's officially stopped. Thanks for your link, Mihai. Polts. This is chicken soup for someone who developed GCP and bored as a sin about it. Soul somehow had dalliance with Podman last month. That's why I'm calling you Potes, because I'm not gonna get Polish. I apologize. Potes and acrylic. Yeah, I only do DevOps. Well, I was data ops at my last company, but I definitely just used other people's tools to do stuff. So Kalima start. I only do any kind of ops work on stream because I'm trying to self-host myself, but it's definitely not my forte, and I appreciate all the help. Yeah, but GCP has Docker built into their, stuff. Every time I've tried to do CI/CD stuff, I've always been able to successfully use Docker. I just run Podman locally. Leave the data op scourge behind you. Well, now I'm at a startup where I'm like a little bit of everything. But oh, see, look, it's still aliasing to Podman. What if I did this? Alias Docker equals Docker. You had a good life. Cloud build never works for me. I need to do that. Give me a second. There we go. Now I need the export Docker host. Cloud build hates me. I tried to use Cloud build to deploy a whole ton of things. Yeah, get to work. Do I need to set Kalima home? Yeah, Kalima Home's empty. Yeah, that's what I'm checking out right now. That can't be Kalima Home. I thought a lot of people didn't like Jenkins. I don't know. We used Jenkins for a while at one of my companies. I've heard good things about Circle CI, but I've only ever been on Argo CD. Okay, Mika, I'm trusting you on that. Okay, we got a Docker PS. Oh, that looks different. I'm really waiting for somebody... Yes, you literally had a successful pairing session on stream. I think this is the most successful pairing session I've ever had on stream. And the latency wasn't even that bad. Every time Pedro asks about like favorite programming languages or hidden programming languages or underrated programming languages, I'm waiting for somebody to just come on a rant about brainfuck. But I feel like that side of my friend group is too big. It does not come on my stream enough. What's the worst part of SRE as a job, though? Is it on call? Because if you want to know what makes me not want to do it permanently, it's on call. And firefighting. Having to always be at somebody else's beck and call instead of being able to just, like, build things. But I have a lot of, like... I like doing it for myself. Like, I have a lot of fun doing it. For myself. I had a lot of fun setting up, like, the tools and stuff when I was doing data ops. But... yeah, the friends, or, yes. On call. Playbooks. Well, we're literally implementing, so I work at a startup. We've got 7 engineers. Not including VPs of engineering. And we're implementing an on-call for our team. We don't actually have anyone in DevOps. We also don't have any alerts, so it's not like I'm getting woke up in the middle of the night. But, so I was thinking about doing something like a playbook, but it's not necessarily what to happen when anything goes wrong. It's just what is the expectation of being on call. Yes, I agree. VPs who come, CTOs who install things in production. That is 100% the most dangerous engineers. Mihai, I will never work for a FANG company for that exact same reason. I don't think I cannot do algorithms. on an interview. I don't think I'd ever be able to leak code my way through that. It's just not how my brain works. Well, we have 7 engineers, right? 2 VPs of engineering and a CTO. So there's a lot of... I don't know what you call that. Not leak code? Yes, but leak code is like the de facto way to prepare for a FANG interview. Whiteboarding as a practice, I don't think is a problem. I think it's the evaluation and expectation of whiteboarding that can be a problem, right? Oh my gosh, Mihai. You just... Don't contact me if XYZ. Sometimes I like to joke that I'm offer only. So basically, if I know... has to be guaranteed. Did it fail? What's going on with this cloning thing? Is my internet just that bad? Because it's just hanging there. Okay, did anybody vote on who we should raid? No votes. That means I get to choose who we should raid. Yeah, I don't... Why is it hanging on the DuckDB clone? Oh, goodness. It's a big repo. Yeah, well, you want to know what didn't have a problem with it? Podman. Oh, how do you do a shallow clone? What is clone depth? Things I never... Oh, commit history! I didn't even think about that. Didn't even... I've never been like, oh, let's worry about commit history. And you put that before or after the URL? It was before the URL, right? Yeah, it was before the URL. Well, some people make huge repos just yes. Yes, I agree with that 100%. Just for the purpose of having junk in it. I don't think that's DuckDB's problem per se. But I agree with that. Accountable. Well, I'm pretty sure most people aren't trying to build DuckDB from source. There we go. Look at that, uploading files. Because DuckDB... I could brew install DuckDB, right? So that's probably what I would do most of the time. Well, with the shallow depth of... With the shallow depth. The depth of when it works. Killed for the same reason. Okay, so it's gotta be a dependency I'm missing. No, it's killed. It was terminated at the same place. Right here. Yeah. Oh, it's gotta be a dependency. It's gotta be something else. I mean, I'm also probably gonna call it for today and come back and work on it. But this is good enough. I'm actually gonna commit this. I'm actually gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna make this repo and commit it. Because it's a good starting point. Even though it didn't work, I feel like we've gotten closer today. You didn't have the Postgres stuff? Oh, I should kill that then. I'll just move that down to when I actually do it later. Yeah, I'll just move it down to when I do the other one that's commented out. Go-to programming languages for beginners. Anybody? Anybody? Brainfuck?
Hey, what's going on?
White space? My issue is white space? Oh, are you saying white space is the programming language for beginners? Well, let's do it. White space course for beginners. We'll do that on our next stream. Have a good night, Potez? I'm gonna call you Potez. Good night, Potez. Thanks for hanging out. Potizny. It's Polish. And that's a language I just not quite sure. I might be running out of space, like in memory? Oh, how much RAM do I have? That's a good question. I don't even know how I only have ever checked that on my Mac this way. So I'm using 24 gigabytes of memory, and I have 32 available. You know, if I do that and it takes up all my memory, it might crash my string. So that was the issue the whole time, is memory? Great. Well, I'm only using memory for the stream. I promise you that. Okay. No. I'm doing the big guns. And we'll just, when my stream crashes, I'll just raid. That's what we'll do. I can't give it 32. Oh, because my whole memory is 32? I see. I see. Oh, I've never needed more than 32. If I do that. I don't run things locally. If I need beefy RAM, I just push it somewhere else. Okay. When this breaks, we'll just raid. Yeah, well, that's on, well, and that's why Pedro's not running on my local machine. I try to do whatever I can to run things not locally, but, that's good to know, because I was planning on hosting this Postgres on a Raspberry Pi, and if I have to, I'm not going to be able to build it there. So I'll have to figure out build and deploy. This is also why some people don't stream on the same machine they're coding from. It's the first time I've had a problem. I want to replace my Mac. Yeah, I just can't build it there. That's what I'm saying. But I'll have to build my Docker container in a way that I can run it there. Well, I can, yeah, it's just, I've done Docker build X before. It's not a problem. Like, I'm not, it's totally possible and something I'm comfortable with. I just have to think about it. Build on MacBook, push to Docker Hub, or GitHub container registry, or wherever. Yeah, that's kind of exactly my thought process. Which is how I would, yeah. And then it's just a pull and a run and a... Yeah, I'm not worried about hosting. I think it actually is going farther this time. Did it break yet? I haven't dropped any frames yet. Waiting for it to stop dropping frames. No. Cross your fingers. It got past it, it did. Dang it, that was it. It was memory the whole freaking time. Thanks, Mihai. Step 1, build DuckDB in a Docker container. Oh, I should have. I would have never thought about memory. Well, I don't know how to allocate memory on Podman either, so at least we got it working. Is Python actually simpler than JavaScript? I mean, Python's probably about as simple as it gets. Just look at that build. Look at that SQLite API wrapper. You're never gonna get away from SQLite. Only on 36 of 466. You said it took you 10 minutes? My goodness. Okay. Well, I gotta run. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I'll be back. I hope to be working on this. We'll be working on Pedro. After I get through my course, I plan to just almost be focusing exclusively on... You can't do data in JavaScript. Well, apparently, you can do async stuff in JavaScript, which makes Node not bad for event-driven. Didn't know about that. Heard about that on a podcast. Anyway, I'm going to be focusing a lot on data stuff, hopefully, in the next little while, so... Hope to see you around. Thanks, Mihai, for all your help. I'm gonna peace out.